April 2nd could change everything for crypto. Not in 2 years, not in 6 months. I'm talking about next week. Because something is happening in the global economy that's flying under the radar. And if you hold XRP, you need to understand what's about to unfold. Most people will miss it, most people will react too late. But you're going to see it before it happens. Here's the full story. On April 2nd, the US is expected to trigger a new wave of reciprocal tariffs, basically a set of retaliatory trade measures that could disrupt markets across the board. At first glance, it might sound like boring geopolitical noise. But if you understand how macro actually works, you'll see why this matters, especially for XRP. Here's what usually happens in this kind of setup. Tariffs go up, markets react with uncertainty, growth expectations fall, and the Fed steps in. That's the key. The Federal Reserve doesn't want the economy to stall. And with inflation already cooling off, they're looking for an excuse to cut rates. April 2nd might hand them that excuse. If the Fed cuts, as many expect between May and July, that's a green light for risk assets. We're talking liquidity flowing back into the system, stocks, crypto, everything. But especially altcoins that are still undervalued. Now here's where XRP gets interesting. While most coins are still stuck in regulatory gray zones, XRP is one of the few major assets with legal clarity in the US. The SEC lawsuit is over institutions can touch it. And Ripple's payment infrastructure is already being used in the real world, from banks to CBDC pilots. So when that capital starts moving, XRP isn't just eligible, it's strategically positioned. It has utility, adoption, and now legal access. That's why April 2nd might be the trigger. Not because the tariffs directly affect XRP, but because they could set off a chain reaction. Tariffs hit. The market stumbles. The Fed responds with rate cuts. Liquidity returns, and capital floods into high upside assets. XRP is right there, waiting. Now, this doesn't mean we're going straight up. There could be volatility. There could be a final shakeout. But if that happens, it may be the last great opportunity before the real breakout begins. If you've been wondering when to start paying close attention, this is that moment. If this helped you zoom out and see what's really coming, tap like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's your April 2nd strategy?